So hi, I'm Amber from Influencer Updates on Instagram, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the 3 biggest Australian influencer news stories for the week. And the first one is Mia Plecic. She has gotten married to Justin Borg. I've noticed on Instagram she is now calling herself in her bio Mia Plecic Borg. So I'm not sure if it's hyphenated, it isn't on her bio, but I'm assuming her son has the surname Borg, Matteo Borg. So she is now Mia Plecic Borg. And she is the owner of Slick Hair Company, in case you didn't know. So she started the trend of those slick hair ones. I'm not going to say she created it because obviously she didn't create it, but I'm sure she has like a specialty formula now. But she definitely made them popular. She is the original in Australia with the pink tube. And so, yeah, she got married in Italy. There has been a bit of drama surrounding this wedding, being that a bridal boutique, Champery Couture in Melbourne, they are claiming that they designed her dress or designed and created her dress, and then she never picked it up, and then she wore a different dress on the day. So I absolutely adore her dress. I will find you, well, this is one photo. It's kind of hard to see in this photo, but this is like the neckline and the veil. I think it looks very bridal, very beautiful and formal. And it was probably hot in Italy, so I think that it looks like she would want to have the top sort of bare because she would get too hot otherwise, because then it's like a very long gown. And yeah, I don't know to this day where she got it from. She might have tagged them, but I didn't actually check that. But yes, it was not Champery Couture, because they've actually came out with a statement saying, please note, we did not create this dress, and they've tried to turn it into like a marketing sort of thing for themselves. And they have said that they are going to be pursuing legal action against Mia for not picking up the dress and therefore not wearing it. But yes, we will watch this space on that one. Other news from her wedding is that it looked incredible. It looked like a celebrity wedding. I suppose it was a celebrity wedding. She is best friends with Melanie, what's her name? Melanie James, who is married to one of the Bondi Sounds founders. And Melanie had a wedding in Italy. I don't think it was the same place. I'm not sure. She had one not that long ago. So there were a lot of similarities in that they were both super, super lavish weddings. And what else have we got here? Oh yeah, so we saw her guests. They arrived on boats to this part of Italy. I think it was, no, what are we called? Someone will know in the comments. But it was in like that bit of Italy where like everything's all built up on the hillside, and it's all like the really picturesque sort of buildings and stuff. And yeah, you could see all of the guests arrived by boat, which was so extravagant. And then it was on like this balcony. She had one of those flat cakes. I saw Olivia and Living. She had one of these cakes at her wedding, which I believe was also in Italy. One of these flat cakes. So that looks so delicious and amazing. It's very different to like the, I guess, Australian traditional cakes where they're very tall. This is a very big flat cake. She has a humongous engagement ring, and she now has a very sparkly, I suppose, very sparkly wedding band. So that is her wedding ring set. That actually just looks so incredible. And then it looks like Justin opted for a plain gold band. Oh yeah, so the band on Mia's is gold, like yellow gold, so that matches, which is really cool. This is the boat that Justin and his crew arrived on. It even looks like an expensive boat. I'm amazed by this wedding. It looks so, so good. And they also had their son Matteo there, and he was dressed, I think he was in the photo that I showed you all before. Yes, he was. Oh my gosh, so cute, dressed in a little suit. Look how cute he is. So yeah, very cool that all of her family and friends were there. It did look like a small wedding, which I suppose that's very normal for destination weddings, but she has shown her nonna quite a lot on Instagram over the years, and it was very cute to see that she was there. Like, she has a very close bond with her nonna. So yeah, it was very, very cool to watch that wedding. And there's definitely a lot more content coming by the look of it, because there's been a lot coming over the most recent days. And there was also like a welcome dinner, which that looked extravagant and incredible as well. There was like a big chandelier, and the food looked so good. But yeah, I'm sure she's got all highlights on her page if you do want to look at that. And that's probably enough about her wedding. So the second topic I've got here is Bella Messina. So she has split with her husband. She has confirmed that. She confirmed it in a video where's the video here, saying 2024 said, it's time to meet the version of you that survives, learns, grows and endures. Just you. And it's a photo of herself just on her own on the couch. And everybody immediately was like, what's happened? Like, where's Adrian, her husband? Like, they've got 2 young kids together. And somebody wrote in the comments, please don't tell me it's something to do with you and Adrian. And she wrote back, God doesn't answer every prayer, unfortunately. And someone else wrote, I'm so confused. And she wrote, same sis, don't worry. So yeah, she very much confirmed it. Unfortunately, when people do announce a breakup on social media and don't give any information, speculation is immediate. And some of the speculation in like chat groups and stuff, like forums and things, I think it was Reddit, some of the forums do get quite defamatory because they make up things when they're speculating. So she did shut down those rumors. She said, like, she hadn't spoken about it until now. And then she wrote a very serious reminder to everyone that her and her family, including her 2 children, are real people and they will be a family to each other no matter what. This means that we will always hold each other's and our children's well-being as top priority always. So I respectfully ask everyone to remember that. I love being online. It's also my source of income. So I happily show up here, but I won't stand for slander or lying. So I have heard from people that the slander was people were accusing Adrian of being abusive, and I'm guessing that was her boundary. She's like, I'm not putting up with this. That is not true. I don't want people slandering him online. This is probably, you know, bad for his career. It's bad for her children to have these lies out there. So I thought that was a really good idea that she got on and just shut down the rumors straight away, rather than letting them fester and letting Adrian suffer. Like, she seems very much like, even though it seems that it was a shock to her, this breakup, it seems very much like she is trying to, yeah, not slander him and not put him down. Same with like Lucy Jackson's breakup recently. Like, she went on her podcast and was talking about her and Sam breaking up, and she kept it very respectful and was like, you know, I don't want to like slam him even though he's cheated on her, which is just horrible. But yeah, Belle's doing the same. Like, she's just keeping very cool about it all, despite releasing the information cryptically. Then, where is the other thing? Oh yeah, so she's been sharing a lot of things online. Like, you can repost TikToks, and they're all about mental health and men. So it's kind of telling watching the videos that she's been resharing. I suppose if you're interested, you can go to her TikTok and you can click on the button that shows what video she's resharing. But yeah, there might be some clues in there. I'm not sure. Could be a coincidence. And then finally, she has shown this week that she has moved into a new house on her own with her children. So not really on her own, but as the only adult. And she was saying that it is the first time in her life that she has lived on her own as an only adult. So yeah, that was very interesting. And, you know, she's saying it's a really big learning curve. And yeah, everybody, I actually hadn't heard of her until this drama happened, but when it happened, I had so many people message me. Like, she is a very, very popular person. I've been following her a lot since it all happened. And yeah, I'm really excited to follow along with her journey. And yeah, she seems like a very interesting person. But I will also just add a little bit of drama here. So in the past, Victoria Devine, I have noticed that she had blocked me in the past. And tonight I was very excited to learn that she had unblocked me. And I was like, wow, I've got a DM from Victoria Devine. How cool. Like, she's unblocked me. But alas, it was a hate message. So yeah, either she's probably going to block me again, or maybe I should block her, actually. Not sure. It was a hate message about the fact that I was going to talk about Messina tonight. So obviously she doesn't watch my Friday Night Lives, because if she did, she would know that I'm not here creating any drama or anything. I'm just repeating what influencers say. And I get a lot of hate for that, actually. People are like, yeah, all you do is share what they share. And I'm like, yep, that's the point. But anyway, she unblocked me to send me a hate message. So that is the summary there. The third story I've got is Elke Westerveld. Yeah, Elke Westerveld. She used to work for Aussie brand Lahana Swim, which also did activewear. And she told a story on TikTok. It was a very, very long story, so I summarised it here, saying that she used to work for them. There were 8 staff, 3 of which were family, and they weren't allowed to bring animal products to eat into the office because of the owner's religion. Now, what is the religion? I did write it down here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna is the religion. So yeah, they're not allowed to eat animal products, which includes like milk, cheese, meat, yogurt, like, yeah, she said all the different animal products. It even got to the point where they made staff sign contracts to say that they wouldn't bring animal products in or it would result in dismissal. And she actually refused to sign the contract at the time, but agreed to oblige. She actually used to take animal products to work in her car, and she would leave them in an esky, and she would get there at like 7 in the morning and go out to her esky, sometimes in the rain, 5 hours later at 12 o'clock to eat her animal products. And sometimes she was saying that she would like heat up her rice in the kitchen at work and then she would take it to the car. And one time she mashed up some avocado with a fork and then took it to the car to eat with her animal products, which was just meat, like nothing weird. And then one of the owners followed her to the car and looked in her window and said, "Are you using one of our office forks?" And she was like, "Oh yeah." And they huffed and puffed and, you know, made a big deal about it. And she said she was very sorry. She didn't realize she wasn't actually allowed to use the fork to eat her lunch in her car. And she then took 3 days off because it was such a stressful, traumatic situation for her. And post the 3 days off, she resigned. So that video has blown up on TikTok. Very interesting one. And yeah, that is all for the updates today. So I will go through the questions now. I've gone back to my old format this week where I've done the stories and then I'll look at the comments. But I did actually like the format last week where I did all the comments at once, but we'll see. Sorry that I'm so low. I don't have my tripod, so I'm leaning the iPad on a clothes horse, like a drying rack. School holidays just started. Yes, it did. Well, no, it didn't. Maybe in Victoria it's different. It started last week for us. My girl had a final day Friday and she finished at 2:15, yeah. Do you know anything about Molly Cook and Ava Sage breakup? Not really. I know that they have broken up and I know that they're both very friendly with their exes. I always found this very weird that both of them are like competitively friendly with their exes. Like Molly's ex, Alicia, and Ava's ex, can't remember her name. They're both like always like, "I'm so cool, I'm besties with my ex, but I've got a new girlfriend." And yeah, I always thought, oh, I feel like that's going to cause conflict. And I'm wondering if that is why they have broken up. But that's just me speculating. Was she the one who had a lot of backlash around her opinions on vaccines? I think that is referring to Mia Plecic. And there was a bit of backlash when she mentioned she didn't want to get the COVID vaccine and that she would buy a COVID vax certificate on the black market. And yeah, I guess she obviously didn't buy that, but yeah, that was at a time where there was all that hatred towards people who refused to get vaccinated and they were being accused of being grandma killers because of like the herd immunity and all that. So yeah. Someone's saying I was paying Mia out a few weeks ago. I don't recall that. I actually know Mia in real life, so I'm not going to pay her out. Oh, yeah, I'm just not. Oh, another person asked about Molly and Ava's breakup. Remember when her and Sophie Keisha had that business together? No longer mates, she must stooge everyone. Yeah, so Sophie Keisha and Mia Plecic did used to have a makeup brand together called Isuru, and that's the one where Sophie was filmed during COVID times, wiping her nose and then packaging the lipsticks. And yeah, they did start that together. I'm sure it was that they started together. And then, yeah, I don't know if it was announced formally, but Mia seemed to part ways with her. Or actually, maybe she just parted ways as the face or something. Maybe in the background she still owned it. We still don't really actually know to this day. But Sophie has since shut down that business. So, yeah. My sister Kayla is saying she's 4 minutes late for the live, which is weird because she messaged me 5 minutes before 8 saying she's waiting and can I hurry up? And that's actually why I logged on a minute early. Someone's saying that Mia changed gowns during the wedding and she had to breastfeed during the wedding. Maybe that's why. I don't recall her changing gowns. I mustn't have looked closely enough. Okay, I'm going to have to see what her second gown was. Anna Paul's TikTok with Katy Perry. Bit random, don't you think? I haven't seen it and I'm really excited to see it. I saw that she did a TikTok with Luke and Sassy Scott. So I thought that was so cool. I love that she's getting amongst like all the Aussie influencers, and I imagine she's going on their podcast. But yeah, I did not know she'd done one with Anna Paul. I'm very excited to watch her at the grand final tomorrow. No, sorry, on TV at the grand final tomorrow. And she actually did pre-sale for Rod Laver Arena today, and my sister and I missed out. So that was just a little pre-sale though, so we're still going to get tickets. Fingers crossed. Oh, Belle Messina says she regrets her tattoo of her husband's, or now ex-husband's, initials. Okay, that really sucks. I don't have tattoos at all, by the way. Fun fact. And yeah, someone's saying here that she got a rental very fast and maybe the breakup was in the works for a bit. That is a really good point. She did get a rental very fast, but I wonder if maybe the rental is a house of somebody she knows, because yeah, otherwise I don't know how she would have got it so fast. Oh, someone here is saying that she got approved for the first rental she applied for. That is very lucky. She was just baiting off everyone to not actually tell them straightforward. Also, she had heaps of extra subscriber dollars. Oh yeah, she does offer Instagram subscription, and people were probably paying to see the tea, I suppose. But that's okay, isn't it? Like, if she only wants to post that to subscribers, well, okay. I don't know, maybe that's a good business move. Yeah, this person is laughing that Victoria Devine unblocked me to send me a hate message. A bit disappointed by that, but, you know, it's kind of like never meet your idols, because then you get disappointed. That's sort of what's happened here. Ah, I feel like it's very coincidental that after she had Victoria on her podcast, Bella audited her account. They split. Maybe she found something. I mean, that's just speculation, and like I said, we probably shouldn't be speculating. So yeah, but I mean, who knows? The meat story is wild. Yeah, what was her name again? Elke. Yeah, that meat story is so wild. I'm so glad she shared it. She said it happened 6 years ago. So, oh yeah, this person saying here that the Lahana owners were in the comments, and yeah, they were being quite aggressive towards anybody that was like supporting the story, and it was just weird. And then people were like, why are you here? And they're like, why shouldn't I be? Like, they were sort of just being very immature about it. Oh, my friend Jess is here. Hello, Jess. What are your thoughts on the Just for Girls podcast? I do listen to that one. I really like Sam and Izzy. I think because I saw them last year at a live podcast for Where's Your Head At, which is Anna McAvoy and Matt Zukowski. They were like the live guests. And when you meet influencers in real life, you feel so much more like invested in their lives. And yeah, I've really enjoyed following them since then. I also think that for their age, it's sort of like nostalgic, like the things they talk about. I'm like, oh yeah, like that's what it was like to be their age. But I also think that they are more mature than I was at that age. Like, they are running businesses, they're moving overseas for relationships. Not that that makes you mature, but do you know what I mean? Like, their lives seem very advanced maybe for their age. And yeah, I think they're very interesting to listen to. Oh, the first 2 weeks of Bella's Instagram subscription is free. I didn't even know you could offer that. Maybe that's something I could offer people on here. Let me know if you would like me to do that. And yeah, maybe I could see if I can make that happen. Lucy's tea was red hot. He's a gronk. Yes, so Lucy, as I mentioned, she went on her podcast this week and spoke about her breakup with Sam. She was saying that she checks her requests, like her DMs on Instagram in the requests, and somebody had sent her a message about it. And she just said to him straight away, like, get the fuck out. Don't make me raise my voice. Get the fuck out of my house. And yeah, she also unblocked me this week, which I was, again, so excited about. Crazy that 2 have unblocked me this week, but yeah, she also sent me it wasn't a hate message. It was more just like a, please delete your TikTok video message sort of thing. But she wasn't like aggressive kind of thing. But yeah, hopefully she doesn't hear this, because then she might block me again. I really don't want her to, because I really love following her content. Thoughts on the Brownlow red carpet? I mean, I love. I thought that Annalise person in the sparkly cutout sort of dress, I mean, I think she probably got a lot of people's best on ground sort of thing. But to me, I was like, oh, I'm very sick of all these people wearing the same thing at all these events. Like, obviously she looked 10 out of 10 stunning and hot, but why does that have to be the goal at every event? Like, these naked sheer sort of dresses. Like I like to see things that are a bit different. Like Beck Judd, her dress was very different, and that's why I got her on some of the worst dress lists. But in terms of like the costume aspect, I was like, oh, that's a very interesting, like cool dress. But also I do feel like Beck Judd, every single thing she wears is to make herself look as skinny as possible. And that dress did that. Like she just loves the super tight, super skinny look. And I guess that is her style. But again, she looked 10 out of 10, stunning as well. But yeah, I really liked that her dress was something different. Who else has blocked you? There's a big list. There's about 40 different influencers. Angry Dad and his wife Sharon, Jet Kenny and Lily Brown. Lily Brown I'm very disappointed about because I love her content too. Martha Kalifatidis, so disappointed about that. Sophie Guidolin, Jade Tunchi, Michael Finch, Karina Irby, M Davies, yeah, Chloe Fisher. It's really disappointing, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Ashley Barnes complaining about the public health system again. She's obviously not an urgent category 1, hence why she's on the wait list. I don't know, to be fair, I think she does a good job of saying her pain points, I suppose. Like we're all allowed to complain, but also at the same time, she shows her appreciation. But yeah, that is really annoying that she has to wait. She did publish a figure the other day. She has to get another brain aneurysm stent, in case you're wondering. But she posted the other day saying that the rate of stroke or death from the brain aneurysm stent operation is 1 in 100. And I'm trying to find factual evidence that that is correct, because that seems extremely high, that 1 in 100 people who get a stent put in their brain aneurysm dies or has a stroke. Somebody let me know if that is true, because that seems extremely high. All right, well, I am at the bottom of the comments, so if I haven't answered yours, please send me a DM and we can talk about it in there. And thanks all for joining, and I will see you all soon. Thank you, bye.